They say the British conquered India. But what if I told you, India wasn't conquered by an army, it was colonized by a company? They didn't arrive with tanks or treaties, they came with ledgers and promises. They smiled, they traded, they waited, and then they took everything. But the road to colonization didn't begin with the East India Company. It began 149 years earlier, when a Portuguese explorer named Vasco da Gama landed on Indian shores. He wasn't discovering an empty land. He was stepping into a civilization richer than anything Europe had ever seen. Gold, silk, spices, mathematics, architecture. India had it all, and that terrified the West. Because here was proof that the so-called uncivilized East was actually thriving without them. Vasco da Gama's arrival wasn't just the start of trade, it was the beginning of a blueprint. A blueprint for how to infiltrate, manipulate, and eventually dominate a nation from the inside out. India wasn't looted overnight. It was broken piece by merchants disguised as friends, by treaties written in lies, and by a company that came to trade and stayed to rule. This is the story of how the East India Company didn't just steal a country, it stole the future of a civilization. In the next section, we'll go back to the moment it all began, when Vasco da Gama first arrived in India, and how that one landing changed the course of history.